And joining us now, rushing off the course. Don't spoil the Skins outcome, but we've got James Conrad here. James, this year so far, you've started off with a 23rd at Las Vegas, a 12th at Waco, and then a 4th at Texas State. So you're trending on the scorecard in the right direction. Does it feel that way to you?
Yeah, it feels like I've been playing some pretty good golf. You know, in Las Vegas, I took a couple just really big numbers. You know, I had like a couple eights or something on my scorecards that killed my chances. And then Waco was a tight field. 12th, I think I was only 3 strokes off a podium finish. And then in Texas State, I was right in the mix all week. So I've been happy with how I've been playing. And if I can just get everything clicking this week, I think I got a good chance.
And clicking, does that mean you feel like you've struggled with anything in particular, or, you know, what has it been to see this improvement? Or is it just eliminating a few of the big mistakes that you had, maybe, like you said, at Vegas?
I think I haven't quite been putting everything together. You know, some days
Sure.
My driving has been really dialed in, but maybe I've left some opportunities out there on the putting green. And then days when my driving hasn't been quite as hot might be the days that I'm kind of picking up the slack on the green. So if I can stay clean off the tee and stay clean on the putting green, you know, that's putting it all together for me.
And last year, the only victory that you had, well, was the big one. It was the World Championships. Do you do anything differently to gear up for a major? Because you're out there grinding every weekend and playing in Elite Series events, but this is the first major of 2022. Do you prepare yourself in any way, any differently?
I don't think there's anything too different physically about my preparation for a major, but it's definitely maybe a little easier for me to kind of take it as serious as possible and to just to feel like it really matters and to try to step up to that pressure and to try to execute well. And I'm hoping that will be the case for me this weekend.
Of course, you're known as a woods golf player. You seem to really enjoy it. How does this course rank for you? And how would you describe it to the rest of the world? Maybe somebody's never seen play at this course before. Describe it, and how does it rate for you?
I think this course is a very tee shot dependent woods course. Sometimes in the woods, like Iron Hill, for example, a lot of the difficulty lays in the fairway shots. And in this course, if you can have really clean tee shots, you know, that'll set you up on the par 3s. Those are all kind of bonus birdies out here. And then some of the par 4s become pretty routine if you have that clean tee shot. So it's cool though, because you can kind of pick your own game plan. You know, you can throw a lot of mids or slower discs and just try to keep yourself in the middle, or you can really attack these pretty fairways with a faster disc and try to really push yourself down there. So I think having a game plan and really committing to what you're going to throw and trusting yourself will suit me well out here.
And where does this course rank? Is it in your top 5, top 10?
Yeah, it ranks highly for me. I'd say it's definitely one of my 5 favorites to play on tour, maybe even top 3 or so.
All right, well, good luck. Here's Grant Zellner from the PDGA.
Hi, James.
Hey.
This year when watching you play, we've seen something of a unicorn every now and then. We've seen you break out a sidearm. Do you expect to use that shot very often this week as anything but an escape from the brush?
I don't expect to use it besides an escape. I kind of have a running joke with some friends that I can tell how good one of my rounds is on a course like this by how many sidearms I threw. So the fewer the better in general.
Now, folks watching don't know, but you literally ran from the course to be with us here right now. So I have to ask, do you feel prepared? Do you feel rested? Is there any part of your game that you're going to run out and take advantage of these last few hours of daylight to dial in before tomorrow?
I'm feeling pretty well prepared. I know the course well, and I've gotten in a few really good practice rounds. I think I'm just going to kind of have a relaxing evening, maybe take a swim in the lake right over there by our campsite, and have some good dinner. And then my parents are getting in town late tonight. They're going to camp with us, so it'll be cool to have them here to support me this weekend.
So you're a major champion. You're a face of the sport. Your face is literally on PDJ.com for at least a few more months. So with that identity, can you speak to the importance of now the 4th major on the calendar. What does the Champions Cup mean for the sport in general?
I think this will continue to legitimize our sport. You know, it kind of makes our schedule sync up a little more closely with some of the other some of the other sports, such as golf or tennis, where they have majors a little bit more throughout the year. And yeah, I think having this like late spring major will kind of really round out our calendar year and make it so the season feels more important this time of the year rather than waiting till the late summer and even the fall for the season to really kind of feel like it's in full swing.
Thanks, James.
All right. Sorry, James. I do have one more. You mentioned your family coming into camp. I've asked Paige and a few others who you often are camping and go with that style out there. What's the camping like here? What's the vibe and the atmosphere here on site?
It's really cool. You know, we're right over here by the lake, the Savannah River. I guess it's technically, it looks like a lake, but yeah, beautiful tall pine trees. It kind of feels like you're just out on the course, you know, being on the campsite, and that's always it's nice. It kind of adds some continuity to the weekend. You know, you're kind of on the property sleeping, and then you're on the property playing. It's a good for me, I think.
Well, we're certainly blessed to be here at the International Disc Golf Center, everyone. That's James Conrad. Thank you, and best of luck here at the Champions Cup presented by Bushnell.
Thank you, Terry.